Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2019. As you can see, the Hooksters currently in 7th position with 78 points. Lewis Hamilton way out in front with 235 points. Wowzers. Anyway, we got some more interview transcripts. This time it's with Devon Bloody Butler. Dave Hook did much better in today's race than he did in qualifying. Were you expecting that? All I can say, it's all boring stuff, lads. It's all boring stuff. Anyway, we move on to the vehicle performance comparison chart. You can see we are third from the bottom, but chasing the racing point. So we're going to put some more parts onto the car. We're going to go for some durability to hopefully get us a little bit further into this season before we have to change any parts. I do think we're going to have to put a new ICE on before the end, but the rest of the parts should be okay if we upgrade them right now. Yes, right now. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But before we do anything else, we've got to go... Oh, Jesus Christ. Keep it on the track, Dave. Keep it on the track. Yes, we're going out for one of those glorious sessions in an old car. It's a 1972 McLaren. Just look at that front wing. Just look at how skinny that front wing is. We need to bring that back to Formula 1. We need to bring it back because they look absolutely fantastic. Anyway, we've got to see what time we're going to beat. I think our teammate Kimi Räikkönen is actually out doing this session as well, so we're just about to finish up now and see if we can beat Kimi Räikkönen in this gorgeous 1972 McLaren car, just about to cross the line, and the answer to that is going to be a resounding hang on, yes, we passed the challenge. Well done, Hookster, well done indeed. And as you can see there, we beat Kimi Räikkönen by 2 seconds. 2 bloody seconds. Fantastic. Okay, so it's time to move on. We've got the new developments put onto the car now. As you can see, apart from the engine power, that's failed. That's bloody well failed, lads. Anyway, let's just get on with this, shall we?
The pit lane will be open shortly, which means it's nearly time for qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza.
And you know what I'm going to do now, don't you? Yes, that's right. Just one cornetto, give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Italy. We crossed the line after the first qualifying run, and we end up in 5th place, but later on we end up in 19th. Anyway, as you can see, we are 1.4 seconds up, though, on our Delta time. As we, oh my goodness, look at that, 5th position. Wowzers me trousers. That's a great time for Nooks there at the gorgeous Italian circuit. Hamilton's got pole, but as we can see a little bit later in the qualifying, yes, it's almost over. In fact, we've dropped down to 8th position, but still a decent qualifying result here for the Hookster, as he's about to cross the line. Can he hold on to this 8th place, or is he going to drop down a few positions, which is about to find out. The answer to that is going to be... no, we hold on to 8th place. Wowzers me trousers. That's a great result, of course, in the Alpha car at the moment. So 8th position for us, and Kimi Räikkönen only got 12th place. Wow. Okay then, let's do this.
It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Räikkönen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes, and with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. It's a very tight turn 1 here and a very big braking zone. It's a corner, Anthony Davidson, where we've seen a number of lap 1 incidents in the past.
As you say, it's a very small piece of track when you have more than just one car trying to go through it. The actual run down towards the chicane is quite wide, so off the start we'll often see drivers running 2 or maybe 3 abreast as they come up towards the braking zone. Everyone wants to brake late, of course, to win track position, and that tends to be where we see a lot of contact. And you'll see the more experienced drivers kind of hang back a little into here and focus more on picking up the pieces from other people's incidents.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Alexander Albon and Grosjean, Perez, the captain, Verstappen and Kevin Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Raikkonen, Lance Stroll and Kvyat, Weber, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo and Carlos Sainz. Norris and Devon Butler starts from the back of the grid, and with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So it's time once again for the 5 laps to go out on the All-Seasons career mode, or we say go, go, go. And it's away he goes. Great start off the line once again for Nookster. Already got past Perez at the racing point. I do believe as we now go into this very, very tight chicane into turn 1. This is going to be tight. We've got Grosjean. What's he going to do? Oh my goodness, no. What's he going to do? Hookster. Oh, very tight. But he's going around the outside of the cars. He's playing it safe, playing it very, very safe indeed. And he gets through okay up into 4th position, and he's chasing Lewis Hamilton. I can't believe it, but yes, in the Alpha, he is chasing Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes, who's got one of the Ferraris in front of him. This is sensational stuff. I think he's going to go for a move on Hamilton. He dives down the inside. Oh, there's a little bit of contact though. A little bit of contact. Doesn't quite manage it, but I think this time he's going to see if he can go for. Oh, there's still more contact with the back end of Lewis Hamilton. He's going to try on the outside now. I do believe he's going to try on the outside, but no, he doesn't quite manage it. Let's see if he dives down the inside. Does he? Yes, he does, and he gets past. Yes, fantastic. Up into 3rd position now for the Hookster. Still on the first lap of this Grand Prix, and now chasing, I can't believe I'm saying this, Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari car. Yes, wow, it's another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and he never surrenders. And don't you know, So we continue on the first lap of this Grand Prix. Just about to come through into my favourite corner name of all. Yes, it's Parabolica, because it's so rude, so bloody rude. So we come round the said corner now, as you can see, complete lap 1, still holding on to this podium position, lads. Yes, 3rd place at the moment, still chasing Sebastian Vettel, but he's already 2.5 seconds up the road from us, unfortunately. But Hamilton, yes, Hamilton, what are we going to do to defend against Hamilton? I'm not quite sure, but we're going to see if we can. We squeeze into this very, very tight chicane once again. At the moment, we managed to hold him off as we accelerate forward out to lap 3. Still managing, I don't know how, but we are still managing to hold off from Lewis Hamilton as Sebastian Vettel puts in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. The DRS, though, has now been activated, which is going to give Lulu the opportunity that he needs to try and get past us. Look at this. He's very, very angry. Very, very angry. Behind us is Lulu, desperately trying to get past us in his Alpha. Of course, his car is way, way faster than with this one. Absolutely rocket speed compared with this Alpha. But we are just managing to hold him back at the moment. Yes, as we accelerate forward now. Still on lap 4 now. Lap 4. And we are still in 3rd place. The car behind us now, though, is Charles Leclerc. I think Lewis Hamilton has dropped back behind Leclerc because he's been passed, of course. And we are still holding on to this 3rd place. Still chasing Sebastian Vettel in 2nd position. On lap 5 now of this Grand Prix. Yes, lap 5. Fan-bloody-tastic as we accelerate forward now to lap 7. It'll soon be time for us to come in for our one and only stop. We've got a Ferrari already in. I think that's Sebastian Vettel. Are we going to come in on this lap, or are we going to hold it out? No, we do come in now for our pit stop. So we pit from 3rd position at the moment, dropping down already as we come in. I think Lulu's coming at the same time as well. So the lads are going to now change us onto the harder tyre from the softs. Thank you, lads. Here we go. In we go. Onto the yellow sideboard tyre. It's a very quick stop. As you can see, it was only just shy of 2 seconds. So we're going to rejoin now in, oh dear, dropping down a little bit. 14th place at the moment, but and we're behind our teammate as well, Kimi Raikkonen, on lap 8 of this Grand Prix. But more importantly than that, Hamilton is still behind us. Fantastic as we accelerate forward now. Still on lap 8, just going around Parabolica once again, past the pits. Cars have now come in, of course, and this means that we're going to get up into higher positions. Hopefully, the 8th position now. Yes, as a Ferrari just come out of the pits as well. And 6th place now, 6th position for us. And we are still chasing our key teammate, Kimi Raikkonen. Yes, Kimi bloody Raikkonen. And there he is, directly in front of us. Can we get past though? We're high on the power now. We've got in rich mix and high on the ERS deployment. But can we get past the wily old fox of Kimi Raikkonen? Just about to find out now. Is he going to do a dive down the inside of Kimi? No, he's actually holding the line pretty decently. Doesn't want to do this with any sort of problems. He just wants to get past cleanly. As we now see, we are still behind. Kimi Raikkonen still desperately trying to get past at the moment, but I think we may do it into this next long straight. Let's have a look. Yes, so here we go then. We have now got the DRS also on Kimi Raikkonen. Let's see if we can get past him. Still in 6th position at the moment for Duxter, but this is going to be the run. This is going to be the run on Kimi. We dive down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen. Yes, we do. Fantastic move there, and very, very clean as well from the Hookster. And we're now up into 5th position on lap 9 of this Grand Prix. But Kimi's fighting back. Look, and he goes past us. He's got a little bit of wing damage, I do believe, as well. His end fence is missing off his wing, so that's going to seriously affect his downfalls. But we managed to dive it down the inside into Parabolica once again and get back this 5th position that we've had from pretty early in this Grand Prix, has to be said. So still lap 9, and our teammate is now in. Kimi is coming for his stop, and we now get passed by Charles Leclerc under the DRS, but we're going to see if we can brake later than him into this turn. Yes, we do. Very, very late indeed. Very, very late. We give Charles Leclerc the space though, but we managed to hold on to this 3rd position, and now we're on lap 10. Just a few more laps to go in this very, very short Grand Prix, of course, at the beautiful, gorgeous Italian circuit. Yes, beautiful. As we accelerate forward out to lap 11, still holding on to 3rd place. So we've still got that podium now because other cars have now come in for their stop. Sebastian Vettel is still ahead of us, and he's 13 seconds ahead now, so we've got no chance of improving on our position. But all we've got to do now is defend for the cars behind, and that's Alexander Albon in the Red Bull, going past once again under DRS. But once again, we cocked up the chicane though. We have cocked it up. It's okay. We managed to hold it together. Just a few more laps left of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward out to the last lap of the race, and Valtteri Bottas is out of the session. Oh my goodness, and he's ahead of us. This is great news. Valtteri Bottas is the car that is ahead of us in the Mercedes. There's a yellow flag, and more importantly than that, the cars behind can't pass. Well, someone needs to tell Albon that, because he's desperately trying to get past us. But there's Valtteri Bottas off to the right hand side, and we go past now into 2nd position. Yes, 2nd place for Nuxter, and we are going to cross the line in 2nd place. Fantastic. Sebastian Vettel has already crossed the line. He's the winner in the Ferrari car, and we are going to get a very, very lucky 2nd, it has to be said, but we will take it. We will take whatever points we can in this Alfa Romeo car, and we cross the line in 2nd place. Yes, well done, Huckster. Well done indeed. Great result there then. Absolutely fantastic. And Huckster's happy as well. So there is Mr. Clown Man with very, very funny hair and very, very funny glasses. Mr. Benicio Toro Rosso. Was that his name? I can't bloody remember. Anyway, there's the race winner, Sebastian Vettel, getting out of his car. Well done, Seb. Well done indeed. And there's the team mechanics. And thankfully, this week, there's no F1 YouTubers. No, they're obviously too busy to work for Ferrari. And there's Maxi Boy Verstappen, who finished in 5th place in the Red Bull. Well done, Max. So on to the podium then. There they all are, everyone. And there is the Hookster. There he is. Look, so sprightly. So sprightly. Just 39 years old, and he's still getting podiums in shit cars. Yes, podiums in shit cars. There's the champagne then, going over everyone. Yes, go on, Hookster. Go on. He's doing well. He's doing well, that lad. Doing very well indeed. Okay then, let's go to the point situation and see where we are after that round. And of course we got 2nd place. Kimi Raikkonen only got, wow, 18th position. That's not good, is it? Anyway, in the standings now you can see that we are still in 7th place, but we are pretty much best of the rest behind the Red Bulls, the Ferraris and the Mercedes, with 96 World Championship points. Of course, Lewis Hamilton's still out in the lead with 243, and we're 5th now in the Constructors. Oh my god. Anyway, it's time now to move on to the next Grand Prix. And as you can see, there are still the points after that last round in Italy. And of course, we're now going to move on to where we're going to move on to. I'm not quite sure. Just about to find out. There you go. Our new developments have been put onto the car. The weather forecast for the next round is decent. But as you can see, there was moonlight there, so I think we're at the Singapore Sling. Yes, and as you can see from the vehicle performance comparison chart, we have now jumped up above Racing Point, up into 4th from last now. 4th from last. Fantastic. So this is going to be good. This is going to be really good as we now head into Singapore.
It's time for us to settle down and the drivers below to get fired up. Once again, welcome to Singapore as we get ready for the green light and the start of what should be a fantastic qualifying session.
So here we are at Singapore, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, the hookster has made a mistake. Yes, it's very rare, but he has made a mistake. Unfortunately, after practice and before qualifying, he forgot to change the engine components in the car, so he is racing with a very, very worn engine set for qualifying. Oh God. So we're going to cross the line now. We're currently in 10th position, 2.5 seconds behind the leader, but I think we have to abandon it because, as you can see, our MG UK is at 95% wear, so it's absolutely cream crackered. We've got no chance of actually getting any higher positions. I think we're probably going to end up in last position for the race, but we can't do anything else because our MG UK is knackered and we don't want it to blow up, to be honest. So I think we're just going to abandon now after this run and come in and see where we end up for the Grand Prix at the Singapore Sling, which I'm pretty sure is going to be in last position. We've already dropped down to 12th place, as you can see there, and there are the final results. And yes, balls, it's a last to first challenge at Singapore, everyone. Yes, unintentionally, but there you go.
As the sun sets over the South China Sea, the sport that never sleeps is alert and raring to go. Welcome, under the bright lights of the Marina Bay circuit, to another Singapore Grand Prix. It's a very long, very physical lap, this one, and really there's not much in the way of margin for error. So we have a bit of an endurance race for you tonight. It's a 3.1 mile lap here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit with 47% taken at full throttle. It's hot, humid and bumpy around the 13 lefts and the 10 rights of mostly slow corners. But we should see speeds of up to 200 miles per hour along the Raffles Boulevard. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Now, let's talk about Charles Leclerc. They've had to change their gearbox. It's never a good start to a Grand Prix when, right off the bat, you have to contend with a grid penalty.
Fingers crossed that's one failure they won't have to worry about today, at least. There's not much of a silver lining to starting down the field with a penalty, but I think they'll be able to make some of that back up over the course of the race.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Magnussen, Carlos Sainz and Norris, Raikkonen, Leclerc, Weber and Alexander Albon, Perez, Hülkenberg, Romain Grosjean and Vettel. They've taken a grid penalty. Ricciardo, Butler, Daniel Kvyat and George Russell, Stroll and the captain. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So it's real 0 to 0 time once again as the 5 lights go out on the All-Seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from last position on the grid. He's got to make up many positions as he can before he gets into turn 1. Let's see if he can. He's going on George Russell, we've got Kvyat, we got Butler, we got Vettel as well, or just sliding in behind Sebastian Vettel. We've got Daniel Ricciardo, of course, in the Williams car as well, rolling through a collision with Sebastian Vettel, but we've made it up into 14th position at the moment, and chasing Romain Grosjean. I think he's going to do a dive there inside of Grosjean. Yes, he does. Up now to 13th place and chasing Sergio Perez. Well, that wasn't too bad considering we started right at the back of the grid. It had to be said, not too bad at all. And let's see if we can make up any more of these positions and hopefully get up into the World Championship points. We're going to see if we can anyway. Here's Sergio Perez. We're going to dive down on Perez. Yes, we do. And the Renault as well. Little bit of contact. The Renault's still there off the left-hand side. It's Hülkenberg. A little bit of wheel bagging from us and Hulky, but we managed to get past. Yes, up into 11th place now. Our next target, of course, is Alexander Albon in that Red Bull. He's got Weber. He's got Weber in front of him. So let's see if we can catch up to Albon and at least get one championship point out of this pretty disastrous setup for the race. Yes, when the Hookster forgot to change the engine components. What a plum. What an absolute plum. Anyway, we will just persevere and see how we do. Bit of luck this isn't fighting for a championship, otherwise we will be in serious trouble. He's now trying to see if he can dive on Albon, gets very, very close to the rear end gearbox of Alexander Albon, but he managed to hold on at the moment to this 11th place. Is he going to go do a dive here? Yes, he does. Oh, contact with Albon, almost bins it there. Wow, very, very aggressive driving from Hookster. He just wants to get this one single solitary World Championship point. But he's got to measure his success with his failures because it's too deep into the corners and he's going to lose some of his wing, and you desperately need lots of wing at the Singapore circuit. And you can see we're just about to complete lap 1 now. Lewis Hamilton's putting the fastest time, so he must be in the lead of the race. And we're just about to cross the line now in 11th place. Still chasing Alexander Albon, but he seems to be putting out a little bit of a gap on us now. A little bit of a gap. As we're now on lap 2 and we accelerate forward out of lap 3. As you can see, that gap has now decreased as we are desperately trying to get past cars. We've managed to get past Lucas Verber in, of course, the Renault car. So we are now up into the World Championship points. It's only 1 point, but every single point counts, of course. And we're still chasing Alexander Albon in this Red Bull car in 9th place at the moment on lap 3 at the gorgeous Singapore Sling Circuit underneath the floodlights as we accelerate forward out of lap 4. Still in 10th position at the moment and still chasing Alexander Albon. We've still got Weber directly behind us in the Renault car, but we are managing to hold our position at the moment. We've just, I don't know, 3/4 of the race still to go. Anyway, it's time to accelerate forward now. Still on lap 4 and we are still in, as I say that though, Weber does a move on the inside and we desperately go down the inside and brake very, very late there, almost locked up. But we managed to hang on to it. But look at this, Weber is still fighting with us. Our former F2 teammate, of course, is fighting like crazy to try and get this World Championship point wrestled from us. But we are not having any of his shit and we hold on at the moment to 10th position on lap 4. So we accelerate forward now to lap 5. Still holding on to this 1 point at the moment. Albon, though, unfortunately, is away and gone in that Red Bull. So we're just going to defend off of Weber, and we are doing that at the moment. Yes, we are doing that at the moment. But for how much longer can we hold on? We're just going past the pits and cars have now come in for their pit stops. So we're going to gain some net positions here. Here you go, 6th position now for us. Oh, green flag, yellow flag now. What is going on? I think we may have a problem with a car out here on the track. Just looking at the mini-map, yes, there's definitely yellow flag section. Oh, and Sergio Perez is out of the session. I can't see him anywhere on the track, but he is out, so we gain more positions. Now up to 6th place as we accelerate forward now to lap 6, just going past the pits. More cars have come in, including our teammate, Kimi Raikkonen. So that means we've now got up into the lead, but I say that, Weber tries an audacious overtaking manoeuvre to try and wrestle this lead away from us, but we managed to hold him off. So yes, at the moment we're in the lead, but I think it's not going to play out very well because we've got to come in. I think we've been undercut by all the cars in front of us. Yes, so I think when we come in for our stop, I'm not quite sure if we can actually hold on to this World Championship point that we had from the start of the race. I just don't think we can. Anyway, at the moment, we are in the lead, so let's just revel in it as we accelerate forward out to lap 7. And that's it. Our lead is now gone. We come in for our pit stop. Weber is now in the lead, and Hamilton's just gone past as well. And I just don't think this is a good call from the Hookster here. I just don't think it is. I think he's going to rejoin possibly in about 14th place at the moment. Anyway, the lads changed from the soft tyre onto the harder tyre, which is the yellow sidewall tyre. Thank you very much, lads. Thank you very much indeed. We're down to 8th already. There's more cars coming past. There's Albon, and he's gone past, and Hulkenberg's gone past. Oh dear. We're only going to rejoin in 13th place at the moment. Yes, behind Hulkenberg. Oh god, on lap 8. So yes, we've definitely lost out in the pit stop cycle there as we accelerate forward to lap 9. Well, we've managed to catch up to the back of Hulkenberg. We're going for a move down the inside. Didn't quite make that stick, but we are going to give it the full beans now. We've got the DRS. Let's see, we're going to put it in rich mix as well because we just want to desperately get past Nico Hulkenberg and get up into 12th place. But I think our chance of points has actually gone now. I think it's actually gone as we're still chasing Hulkenberg on lap 11. I think this time we're going to see if we can go for the move, or we're going to dive down the inside. Yes, we are. Hulkenberg sort of goes out wide a little bit of contact with Hulkenberg, but we managed to get past. Yes, so up now to 11th position, but we are just outside the points, and it's so tantalisingly close. But Hulkenberg's still fighting with us, trying to get this place back, but we'll be okay, and we hold on to this 11th position. But Vettel is way up the road now. I don't think we've got any chance, to be honest, of catching him. As we accelerate forward to lap 13, just a few more laps to go in this Grand Prix. Yeah, we're still holding on to 11th, but I think that's going to be our highest position in this race. We just haven't got enough pace to catch up to the back of Sebastian Vettel, as you can clearly see from the mini-map, but we have got just enough pace to hold off from Nico Hulkenberg. So it looks like it's going to be a tantalisingly close but no cigar, or no points in fact, for the Hookster as we accelerate forward out to the last lap of the Grand Prix. And there you go, Lewis Hamilton has won the race. We are now 10 seconds behind 10th position Sebastian Vettel. So yes, no points for us unfortunately, but still a pretty decent race despite that complete cock-up that we made with, of course, not changing our engine components. Yes, do better, Hookster, do better. As we come through the final corners, the fireworks are going off like crazy in the background, as you can see. and we are about to cross the line and take 11th place in our Alpha car. Pretty disappointing, but what can you do? What can you do?
Nice work, you did well today.
We did all our work in the first round, so that was alright. That was alright. Yes, great second place. So onto the podium, there is Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? No, it's Simon. Simon Rennie. There's Lewis Hamilton, who won the race. Well done, Lulu. Well done indeed. And there are the team mechanics, Argod, and there's Alex Gilliam, F1 YouTuber in the background. Yes. Yes. So there's the podium, and there is the winners. Lulu, Maxi Boy, and his teammate, of course, Valtteri Bottas, on the third step of the podium as Lewis Hamilton holds up that trophy high. Now it's time for the champagne to go over everyone. Fantastic. Go on, lads. Go on. Give it a squirt. Give it a squirt. Wowzers. So let's go to the final scores on the doors after these 2 rounds and see where the Hookster is. Well, unfortunately, no points, so we haven't improved our position. And we were bested there by Kimi Räikkönen as well. That's not good. That's not good at all. So let's go to the standings then and see where we are after these 2 rounds of the championship. So of course we are still in 7th place with 96 points. Lewis Hamilton still extends his lead even further now with 268 World Championship points against Valtteri Bottas' 223. And we're still 5th in the Constructors. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, as always, there will of course be more later.